Hi guys. Right, well, what I'm going to do is show you the opening quest line in Warlords of Draenor. It's something that I think is geared towards people who have who've got a boost character, so it helps them learn a new class quicker. Old players returning, things like that. You can learn the mechanics. You'll see more about that when we go into it. This is a character creation screen, as you all probably all recognise. About half the new models have been implemented at the moment. Humans haven't, neither male nor female by the looks of things. The orcs have both genders. You can tell with a lot more detail on the facials of the male orc, and same with the female. Same with dwarfs, they've been implemented. You can see the detail. Well, there's more details around the face. That's the easiest way of telling. We have undead, which has not been a touch yet. Neither have night elves. Tauren, again, you can tell they've got much more detail in the mane, and also the tusks and the face. Both genders again. Trolls have not been touched yet. Draenei have not been fully implemented. There are a few details here and there, but for example, the female Draenei permanently has her eyes closed, which is something that they would want to work on, I'm sure. Blood elves have not been touched, and we know Worgen, goblins, and Pandarans are not going to be changed. But anyway, gnomes. Again, both these have been. I've had the new models implemented. So I'm going to create a warrior gnome. There's the randomize option to get a quick selection going. I'll just keep doing it, and then when you get one you like, they've also implemented here something called randomize on the name. Which will pick a name at random suitable for the race. If I go back to one of the other races and click randomize again, you'll see the names, the structure to the names are different. So, go back to the gnome. Again, if I was to choose a male one, names are different again. But anyway. So, start the character and enter the world. On Beta's character templates, it gives you gear, item level 500 gear, so roughly comparable to the Timeless Isle Unbird and stuff. With the item squish, if we take the chest piece for example, we're on 50 strength and 75 stamina. You'll also notice there's an intellect stat on it as well. Obviously that's no use to warriors, and it's not implemented and it won't be used, but it's designed as a way of cutting down the amount of items in the game. So some are shared between classes and specs, and it just changes as per whatever spec you've got currently. It's going to be very useful for people who have a Holy Paladin and a Retribution Paladin or something along those lines as well. It also goes across spec, in terms of tanks and DPS as well. What I'm going to do, I go to my talents, and then at the moment you're untalented, so I just pick a talent that I want to be and Done. And then, of course, it's the rigmarole, selecting all your available talents and setting up your action bars, which I'll do right now, and come back to you once I've done it. Okay, right, well, I've got the action bars set up, well, I think I have anyway. Quite a significant amount of changes. They do look quite empty. That's not a mistake. They've severely trimmed down the amount of abilities you have, and limited you to just the ones you're going to use on your spec. Now, for example, we no longer have a berserker stance in arm spec. Other changes are there's rend is now an active ability. We have we're only reduced to just mocking banner. All the other two banners are gone. There has been changes to the talents as well. The most notable one I saw was Blade Storm and Shockwave have swapped places on the talent tree, meaning that you can actually get both of those talents now without, but you can't get Avatar and Blade Storm at the same time. Slam as well, which was formerly just a standard ability, is now a talent in itself. And Piercing Howl, which was on there, has been removed. Anyway, so if I just run over to here to Khadgar, rather giant one, so one can only assume it's giant because it's just for beta purposes. Saying just say the word to him, so you say the word and he portals you to the Tanan jungle in Draenor. Okay, yes, the first quest, collect a horde missive from one of the orcs around here.
More rage. That target.
There we have it. I always find it funny when something like a gnome brings down a mob that size on its own. Here's me running back, and it's actually an autocomplete. Right, next to disable the two. Disable the two fell spires. Terangor. Okay. Into the soul engine. So that's Gul'dan. For those of you not familiar with the lore, he's one of the main orcs who first came across to Azeroth. One of the warlords, if you will. And he's... And I'm doing something here which I'm pretty sure is freeing him. And probably not a good idea in the long run, but they told me to do it. So yes, I've done something to let one of the most powerful warlocks escape into a portal. But Khadgar and Thrall told me to. That's my defence. I'm sticking to it.
The winds guide you.
Okay, I just said something and they're all running off this way. This is something you wouldn't really see in Outlands because it's behind the Dark Portal where most of it's been destroyed now. But it is what is now the Hellfire Peninsula. If you see from these quest rewards that we got here, this is what I meant by I think it's for boosted characters. If you look here, it's saying you'll earn Victory Rush and Execute from completing the following quests. Obviously, I've already got those, but if a newly boosted character may not, and this is why it's set up in this way. So you get to learn those. You get the abilities gradually rather than all at once and overwhelming you. Okay.
Kronakai Christor.
Kill orcs.
Warm wishes to you.
Free slaves.
Kind to those misfortunate.
It's too far away. I'm out of range. That ability is... I can't do that yet.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Great. I can't do that yet.
Okay, that's me opening the second cage. I'm glad this is one of those quests where you have to free slaves, but they're in 2 cages. You just have to open 2 cages. It's not one of those when you have like 30 slaves chained up, and you only have to free 20 of them. So it's like, oh yeah, I'll free these 20, the rest of you can go die. We don't care about you, I've done my bit. And now Thrall and Khadgar run off over here. And they give us our next question. Quest, even.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Here once again learning advanced combat skills, sweeping strike and heroic leap. One thing you can do in this, I've noticed, it has an option to put filters on your bag, so I can just set this one to just pick up junk. So from now on, anything that drops, grey quality items like this, would go straight into that bag. So I don't have to mix them up, and it'll keep the rest of your bags tidy. There's also one you can designate. The other options are equipment, consumables, trade goods. And so if I select that one to be consumables, that is a place I've just switched out. I don't need that anymore, so that can go in junk. And I'll show you how it goes.
What do you need? Go forth to victory. Speak, friend.
I've picked up a bit of junk there, you see, and it's going into the bag as a set.
That ability isn't ready
What do you need?
And I believe there I just spotted a little bug with Blade Storm on the new character models. Kyorog Deadeye. Another orc is famous in lore. I'm not too sure its background. I know it's warlock related. Oh! My orc friend's just gone and jumped in that and made himself demonic and going to fight over there. But he's told me to go and find Khadgar, so that's me running back to where I came from. And here I am back. Okay, so I have to go and free a prisoner that's over here somewhere.
Need more rain?
Arcanon Pol.
Yep, that's the bug in the new models. I'm not really blade storming. I'm just sliding around and doing damage. Something that I think they'll sort out in time for release.
Each day is a blessing.
I don't have to free all the prisoners, I have to free a specific prisoner.
Too far away.
Here's the prisoner I have to free.
The Legion will fall. Do not lose faith.
And we're off again. Yeah, we're on our next run. We're not going to stop and help these guys fighting. I think I will. I'm going to help even if the other lot aren't. We're not only are we not going to help the guys outside, we're going to lock them out to deal with the others. It's very nice.
Blessings upon you. Do not lose faith.
I'm out of rain. closer. Not ready yet. I'm out of range. I can't do that. That ability. Not ready yet.
So basically I've got to kill some orcs and some named orcs as well.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Here's one of the names. Ungra.
I can't do that yet.
And here we have one of the Taskmaster Gurren, he's the second named.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready yet.
And the final named should be just around here. Oh, this one I don't have to kill, it's someone I have to save.
The Legion's end draws near. Good health, long life.
You have to escort Rail to safety. She's apparently going to be quite big in terms of lore, in terms of the rest of the expansion.
The Legion will fall.
I don't know too much about her yet, apart from she's a paladin and is going to be big. It's something that Blizzard have introduced because they realised there weren't any female Draenei with any sort of significant lore standing, so they've introduced a female one to correct that.
Good fortune. Do not lose faith.
The Legion's end draws near.
I still need to kill 2 more enemy guards.
Ready yet.
Kai Christor.
So now I've got to go through and kill this person here who tends to be one of Nazul's lieutenants. So
It's too far.
ooh, and this I think is supposed to be Nazul. Needs a few textures, I think. They're not even sure what colour to make him. Look at that. We've been teleported out once more, and our rather growing army. One of them is supposed to be a quest giver. Which one is it? Ah.
Good fortune.
Okay.
Favor the road traveled by few.
I have to collect 30 weapons from the Blackrock Orcs now.
It's too far away.
When it says you need to collect 30 or something, it's never usually a good sign, but it drops off one drop there, so, but I think, yes, there they are. They're also on the floor as well, so it's a matter of collecting them.
Do that, yeah. That ability isn't ready yet.
So, if you're crafty enough, or you're a rogue, for example, or a druid, you could possibly sneak round and collect them all without actually fighting anything.
I don't have a target.
The Legion's end draws near. Remember the lesson of the past.
Okay, you're grouping up again, but I've got one more quest here.
Del Nado.
It's something to do with Blackhand. The quest is just to plough through 15 more orcs. And 3 of these skull crushers. And looks like I'm ready to turn this one in. Just help Thar out. Makes a change to be handing a quest in to him rather than trying to kill him with 39 other Alliance soldiers in Outrick Valley. Rumours are that mages will be getting that spell as well. It will be a second button to push for arcane mages.
Blood and thunder, Dabu.
What's on your mind? What can I get for you today? Watch your back. Talk to me. Be good.
So, I need to find Gnar in the quarry, a Blackrock powder keg, and some schematics. This quest line is not instanced, people can do it at the same time. So, as you see, pretty much everything is dead at the moment, which is slows me down a little bit, but it also speeds me up in terms of getting to this guy.
Zug zug. Farewell.
And I have to find the key off the Overseer. It's always the Overseer.
I'm out of range.
I know the schematics drop off these guys, so I need to keep killing them until I get them as well. I get the schematics off them.
Too far away. That ability isn't ready yet.
So that's the schematics done. Let's go and see if the Overseer's back alive, which he is.
Not ready yet. That ability. Can't do that yet. That ability is.
If I was an overseer and they asked me to hold a key for a prisoner, I'd get someone else to do it.
Trollhound! For the Horde!
Need more range. Yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. Yet. Not enough range. That ability isn't ready yet. I can attack that target. I'm out of range. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. Need more range. The ability isn't ready yet.
It's leaving a big trail of soot behind me. Could write my name with it.
Interest ya in a pint?
Nice way to make a quest interesting, have a little bit with its own little niche on it.
Interest ya in a pint? Be good. Mukra! Victory!
And speak to Khadgar again, who's undoubtedly going to blow a load of stuff up. Because I'll run off in another direction. Oh no, he's making me want to go and speak to the guy I've already spoken to.
I'm the finest wares in the land.
Okay, he's coming with me now. Climb the rear chains of the Iron World Breaker.
You got my attention. Watch your back.
Okay. So it's one of these cannon quests. We'll have to keep the orcs off us. So basically, blowing orcs up.
What's that yet? That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
There was a tank coming in. And it fires back.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Okay, orcs with bombs.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Whatever gunpowder they're using,
That's still recharging.
the NATO will want to invest in it. It's damaging the hell out of the orcs, but not harming any of the friendlies.
Cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Think of the lives it would save in war.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
And I've done it. Press the main cannon trigger. An awesome in-game event. Nice.
How are you? Off with you. Watch your back.
I've just got to get to the docks. And everyone's pointing this way, so just run. Well, he's happy fighting. I've got a quest, get to the docks. Thrall can look after himself. There's Yell, again, happy fighting. And that's it. As you can see over there, there's 2 planets. The nearer, which is Azeroth, from, I think, very similar to, again, to Burning Crusade, where you have the planets in the sky. You can mainly see them in Nagrand. Anyway, talk to Khadgar. We all jump inhumanly far than we normally do. And that's the end of the Assault on the Dark Portal quest line.